respective fields. The program also acts as a catalyst in developing the interest of the students in laws and policies from different parts of the world, as well as from varied perspectives. In this International Teaching Month 2022, the Institute is hosting over 40 eminent speakers from across the globe. They belong to different parts of the world like United States of America, Peru, Hungary, Germany, Italy, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Sweden, Spain, London, Australia, Croatia, Russia, Bangladesh, Belgium, Canada, and South Africa. Professors are from the renowned universities, and they'll be gracing this occasion. These universities include, but are not limited to, Hull University, Penn State Law, Pennsylvania University, University of Wisconsin, University of Peoria, Peru, University of Szeged in Hungary, Faculty of Law, Munich, Czech Republic, University of Dhaka, Columbia University, Seattle University, University of Zagreb, Comillas University in Spain, and University of Notre Dame in Australia, among other universities of the world. All their sessions of the International Teaching Month are going to be conducted virtually owing to the current situation. The resource persons are going to share their scholarship and experience on important and significant topics which hold a contemporary place. These range from animal law, prevention of sexual harassment and sexual exploitation and abuse, immigration laws, freedom of speech, human rights, history of policing and that of race, communication in a cross-cultural world, multiculturalism, international investment law, disability and diversity inclusive alternative dispute resolution teaching, developments in international arbitration, analysis of constitutional law, commercial drafting agreements, artificial intelligence, professional ethics for lawyers, taxation laws, and social protection laws in times of the pandemic. Dispute resolution and mitigating bias in justice system are also going to be important areas that this ITM is going to focus on. Besides these sessions, we also are going to offer specialized courses on human rights, space law, comparative human rights, as well as the United States legal system. This convergence of diverse fields and professions and subjects reinforces the mission of Nirma University, that by recognizing every student's potential, the university is able to provide the best preparation and training to them so that they may achieve their career ambitions and life goals. Thank you. With this, I would like to hand over the mic now to Nandini. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for introducing us to this year's International Teaching Month. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce you all to all our speakers. Today, we have with us our chief guest, Shri Vivek Narayan Sharma, sir. He is an advocate on record and accredited mediator at Honorable Supreme Court of India. And he also serves as pro bono counsel at Delhi High Court Legal Services Committee. Sir, it's surely an inspiration. He had been panel counsel for Union of India in Supreme Court and senior panel counsel in Delhi High Court. Sir is presently senior counsel for State of Uttar Pradesh in Supreme Court and has similar associations with National Highway Authority of India, Coal India, and several other organizations and corporations. Sir has also authored the book Electronomics, published by Thomson Reuters, and had been recipient of several awards, a few of them being National Democracy Award 2021 by South and East Asia Foundation, Bharat Gaurav Samman 2017 by Today Live News. It is indeed an honor for us to have you today with us, sir. We also have with us today Shri K Patel, sir, Vice President, Nirma University. He did his graduation in chemical engineering from Tennessee Technological University, USA. He began his corporate career as the managing director of Mascot India Instrument Private Limited, where he served for 16 years. He has been a visionary for Nirma University, and under his guidance, university has achieved great heights. Besides this, Sir is the president of Guzaria Kelvani Mandal in Mehsana district, which is an education charitable trust, and also trustee of the Guzaria Sarvanik Hospital. We have also with us Dr. Anu K Singh, Sir, Director General, Nirma University. He is an eminent academician and a thought leader. Under his leadership, since 2013, Nirma University has moved from strength to strength. He did his PhD from the University of Allahabad and postdoctoral fellowship from the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. Sir is a visionary scholar. Sir is a visiting scholar at the J.L. Kellogg Graduate School of Business Administration, Northwestern University, Evanston. In his earlier roles, Sir had been dean and professor at various institutes. He has also many publications to his credit, including books, research papers in national and international journals. He is also a recipient of various awards for teaching excellence. We have with us our very Dean and Director of the Institute of Nirma University, Dr. Madhuri Parikh, ma'am. She has been with the Institute since year 2007. Her areas of interest are environmental law, forest law, legal research, and law of torts. Ma'am is engaged with research activities in the field of environmental law and has presented papers at national and international conferences, both within and outside India. And she has worked upon several government-funded projects. Ma'am has several publications in reputed journals and had been recipient of several awards for her teaching contribution and contribution in the research field. Ma'am is consistently aiming and working towards the implementation of sustainable development goals. And we have with us our head international relations and assistant professor Shreya Srivastava, ma'am. I express my gratitude and welcome you all. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Madhuri Parikh, ma'am, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Nandini, for such a nice introduction. And I warmly welcome all of you to this flagship event. A very good morning to all of you. Respected Shri K Patel, sir, Vice President of Nirma University. Respected Dr. Anu K Singh, Director General, Nirma University. Chief guest of our today's function, Shri Vivek Narayan Sharma, sir. My faculty colleagues, Ms. Shreya, head of the departments, my all other faculty colleagues, students, guests invited from the university and outside university, and all the expert resource persons who have joined us for today's inaugural function. A very good morning and very warm welcome to this 4th year of International Teaching Month. I'm very happy to share that Institute of Law Nirma University has been celebrating the International Teaching Month since last 4 years. This year also, we are privileged to have expert resource persons from all across the world and from many universities. The aim of this internationalization is to provide opportunities to the students to interact and learn from faculties who are expert and best in their field from all over the world. A question may come to the mind of our students and young budding lawyers that why this internationalization? In the present era of globalization, it is very essential to expand the boundaries of the knowledge. ILNU has been striving hard to include innovative approaches in legal education to integrate this internationalized approach and keeping in alignment with the present development in the globalized world. If we talk about India, in India, we can see the shift in the legal education Earlier, the focus was more on the teaching of the domestic law and producing domestic law. Now a change can be seen. Instead of domestic, now we are moving to a kind of education wherein we can produce a global lawyer. As territorial boundaries are relegated to the past and the need to create global citizens has grown, it is highly required to introduce the changes in the curriculum of legal education. Now there is a concept of global citizenship and to sensitize the students to be a global citizen. So question again comes how to focus on this global citizenship. Three things are required as per my understanding. One, global career preparedness, intercultural empathy, and community-based activism. To foster this global consciousness among the students, we at ILNU, we have been trying always to focus on dynamic curriculum and integrating the global trends in the curriculum by way of offering number of elective courses, mainly focusing on the new emerging trends in the law area. Again, to provide opportunity to students and faculties through international collaboration for teaching, research, student exchange, and faculty exchange, which ultimately help in broadening perspectives, acceptance of diversity, and breakthrough ideas. There are a variety of areas of law which need international collaboration and efforts. For example, cybercrimes, climate issues, issues related to international trade, maritime issues, so on and so forth. So now time has come wherein in research, in treating any issue at global level, we need international collaboration. And that's why keeping this in mind, every year we organize this flagship event wherein we get the opportunity, students and faculties both, they get the opportunity to interact with the experts all around the world. To invite the experts within India is a regular feature. And to dedicate 1 month of International Teaching Month is again has become a regular feature since last 4 years. I must congratulate all the faculties and I must recognize the support and guidance provided to us by the university for this and facilitating us to go for such innovative approach and to hold International Teaching Month every year. Again, I express my sincere thanks to all my faculty colleagues, the management of Nirma University, and my beloved director, Dr. Purvi Pokhariyal, also for taking such initiative. And we are sustaining the same initiative with more vigor. So thank you all, and I welcome you all to this entire month and very fruitful engagement throughout this month. Thank you all. Thank you, Nandini. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your motivating words. Now, I would like to request Vivek Narayan Sharma, sir, to address the audience.
Very good morning to all. It's a pleasure, wonderful pleasure to be part of today's August gathering and the Gala festival that you are all having. It's much more important than the beer festival that we have in Spain and at Goa. So nonetheless, my great regards to Mr. K Patel, the Vice President, Dr. Anu K Singh, DG of the Institute, Dr. Madhuri Parikh, Director and Dean, Institute of Law, Ms. Shreya Srivastava, Assistant Professor of Law, and leading the International Relations of War at Nirma Institution, and then that's a great thing that you're doing. So Dr. Anup Arun Prasad, Dr. Anand Kumar Shinde, and Ms. Nandini Goyal. So I wish you all a great festival ahead, and it is going to be the entire month of February, and it's really, really great thing that the Institute is doing. When I was interacting with Ms. Shreya, so she told me that what all happens at Nirma University international faculties across the year. They participate in the various curriculum programs that you organize. Wonderful. A student exchange program, and then you have these programs with Spain, Commonwealth countries, and some universities in USA as well, for where during which period the students will be exchanged for 1 semester. That's another very great feature that you have evolved. Summer school program, that is 2 to 3 weeks training program that the students can have great exposure in a short period of time in different colleges, different universities, sitting with different minds and different culture, people from different culture. Definitely it evolves with a great mind. Then you have this wonderful internship in foreign universities, and then preparation and training. It's great. So with hearing all this and the way you have organized, and you are organizing this International Teaching Month for last 4 years, it's really makes me to think that we are Nirma University is the Harvard in India. And I would be really pleased to see that it replaces the Harvard or the Cambridge or the Oxford in next 20 to 30 years. And I think I would be alive to see that. So with all this kind of hope, I am going to start today's speech that I have prepared in a very short while for delivering, for interacting with the students. So I would start with one of my favorite quote. Though the college has a wonderful quote on the board, which I was really happy to see. I must repeat it once because it has a higher significance. Anu Kratavo Yantu Vishvata, means let noble thoughts come to us from all directions. So I'll go a little further. I'll quote Swami Vivekananda. He had been my favorite author, my inspiration throughout my life. So he had written that fill the mind with high thoughts and highest ideals, and out of that will come a great work. Talk not about impurity, but say, we are pure. Fill the mind with it day and night. I am it. I am the Lord of the universe. Never was there any delusion. So while I am combining this with no bhadra kraftavo yantu vishvata, let noble thoughts come to us from all directions. So noble thought, it is the knowledge that comes to us from all directions. And that knowledge develops into wisdom. How does it happen? One simple example, as I was telling in the informal interaction, that one drop of scent or perfume. Suppose, for example, it is the rose perfume that is made. I don't know how many of you know that there are 16 lakh roses which are used to make 1 kg of scent. So you look at this, the knowledge, that the wide variety of knowledge that comes to us, the ultimate destination of that knowledge is to develop the wisdom. So if the knowledge does not develop the wisdom, then the knowledge will be, if suppose the roses can be utilized for various purposes, definitely. But then in each and every aspect of life, there is an optimal use. Optimal in science terms, we say optimal in the perspective when it has the maximized utilization for a purpose. So the maximum utilization for a purpose of various knowledge, diverse knowledge, is to develop wisdom. But at the same time, there are also sidetracks which are used, like, for example, crude oil is used to make essentially the petrol or the diesel. But then there are so many side products, byproducts. Similarly, knowledge also have the various byproducts. But ultimately, you develop a wisdom. So byproduct means you can enhance it, you can throw your knowledge in the system, you can tell people that you know this, you can help others with the knowledge that you gain. But ultimately, it has to, the final destination of the knowledge has to be wisdom. If you are not developing that wisdom, then in that case, there is something deficient in the process. But then it comes also to the, when we talk about, we must have read a lot about bona fide, mala fide. So with what essence we want to, what kind of elements we want to mix in that essence of the rose, that it will give a fragrance or it will give something else. So one person can evolve himself into be a very wide scholar. But that scholarly quality, if it is for the benefit of the society, then the fragrance, it is like the rose is spreading its fragrance. But if it is not, if it is otherwise, it is limited to one own self, then somewhere we have restricted the basic essence of the universe. So we all are existing here to help and aid each other. So we need to blossom, but we need to blossom together and help each other to blossom. And that's why these very important seminars and conferences are required to keep on evolving, keep on updating ourselves. So while you are hearing me, I also need to introspect before I speak what I am going to speak. So that introspection, again, it brings a purpose to me. So similarly, when you prepare for any task in your life, it gives you certain sort of introspection. And that introspection is something which makes you what you are. So it is the choice what we want to become. But at the same time, if suppose we put certain elements, like we should help others wherever we can. We should be good citizen, like moral duties are there. Similarly, suppose you are crossing a red light, then if there is a red light, so one can stop. This is the law. So moral duty means because nobody is seeing that I crossed a red light, so therefore I should cross it. So this becomes immoral, not only the illegal, but immoral. But illegality is something which is to be tapped. There should be a policeman to see you that you have crossed the road, because you have crossed the red light. So if there is none, then in that case, you all need to be sometimes tend to cross it. So way there, you evolve the wisdom that you have attained that no, I think I should respect law. The discipline has to be self-oriented. It should not be taught to me. The morality should not be taught to me. Morality should be self-evolved. So this is what is the purpose of education that we have. And with the diverse areas, diverse knowledge, global experts, those are coming to speak on this forum in the coming 15 to 18 days. This is going to be immense for you. Please do write down what you gain. Do write down what you are hearing, what is relevant for your purpose, because ultimately there are various kinds of knowledges which are short-term, very short-term, mid-terms, and then long-term. Long-term, if suppose you are hearing certain things, then you create them as long-term. And writing notes are very, very important for that purpose. So if, as I was referring to Harvard was set up in 1681. It became global in 20th century. And today, it speaks of it as one of the best law universities in the whole world. What is that? The Harvard evolved that others could not. Harvard evolved a culture where people from diverse backgrounds, they started participating in understanding what law is and in propagating what law should be. Law is basically a doctrine, a document for the coexistence of people, where your rights are not conflicting with my rights, and there are mutual duties, there are mutual rights. So therefore, the laws are evolved. So there are so many laws, business laws, personal laws, municipal laws. Then the several countries are there where constitutional laws are there, which works as a charter of laws, how the laws should be in that particular countries. So the purpose of today's International Teaching Month is immense. Why I say? Because as I told you, there are different kinds of laws. There are IPR laws. These are having international perspective. Arbitration laws, again, having international perspectives. Mediation law, again, having international perspective, as ma'am told, environmental law, again, means all the, except for few bucket of laws, that is, I say, municipal, personal, and penal, and then it comes on to the constitutional. And even penal laws like Juvenile Justice Act, we confirmed, we ratified the international treaties, Beijing conventions. So therefore, we have to align our Juvenile Justice Act in consonance with the international law. So there are certain laws, even in penal laws, where you have to go with the international conventions. And when the country has ratified, then they have to make their laws according to the international convention. But at the same time, the leverage is allowed that as per the local usage, as per the local customs, the laws, such laws can be tweaked. And they should not be against the basic means. If suppose there are religious laws, those are there, so they should not be in conflict. So therefore, how the conflict would be resolved, that would be resolved by way of applying the constitution. So nonetheless, the international perspective becomes very, very essential in today's time. And for that reason, what Nirma University is doing or is going to do in coming time, as I already told, and as I anticipate, that this university, with all my blessings and prayers, that they become world #1 university in coming time. And you all become, and you are the essential element who can make it #1. With all your prowess, with all your knowledge that you are going to gain and propagate, with all the objectivity that you evolve in the future, being lawyers, being in different fields of diverse fields of practice, or maybe litigation practice, maybe in corporate, maybe working with PSUs, or becoming judges. So we need more objectivity, more actual assessments of the real problems. And that's why I was talking about the legal clinics, which Nirma University, to my very happiness that it is there. So that's why I suggest that while we are having legal clinics, so therefore the optimum purpose and usage should be there. And for that purpose, if suppose we allow one mentor who is having a 10 to 20 years of legal practice, litigation practice, court litigation practice, on each batch of 10 students, this will immensely help. And the kind of that help that we are giving to the society will really target better number of people, because I say so with an experience we run here in Delhi, and now we have the consultative status with the UN. We run here Ladli Foundation. Back in 2016, I started free legal services under something, and then we have been able to help. Now we are into various kinds of help. We are even providing medical help to women in marginalized society. So today, the recorded helps that we have done is 14 lakh women. Just 2 months back, Byju's had signed with Ladli Foundation that we are going to provide them 1 lakh students from marginalized societies for their education, for their free education by Byju's. So our paper was published in UN in 2-3 months back. So it is just that with what vision that we are going to evolve. So we need to evolve. Each of us need to evolve, not only for our own benefit. Of course, our own benefit can only translate our ability to help. If suppose we are not able to make ourselves good, then in that case, how would we help others? It is very, very important that you should feed yourself first. But then it should not be, you should not overfeed yourself. So whatever extra is, start giving to society. This is how the world is made great. So with all this, and I'm going to conclude, and I'm going to again thank to all the organizers, the honored persons who are on board here. Thank you so much for having me invited and giving me this wonderful opportunity to interact with the students. And I am always available to students. If you have any query, you can always directly connect to me on my LinkedIn. I respond to each and every message, but of course I don't respond to good mornings and hi. And so if you have a pertinent query, I will always help. So be my guest, and I would be always eager and ready to help in whatever way I can. With all this, thank you very much once again. Have a great session. Have a great festival month and have a great day.
Thank you, sir, for
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for encouraging us and enlightening us with your words. And I am sure today audience has several takeaways from your session. Now, I would like to invite our guest of honor, Dr. Anu K Singh, sir, to address the audience.
Thank you. Respected Vivek Narayan Sharma ji, Shri K Patel ji, Madhuri Ben, faculty, colleagues, and dear students. Our constitution itself is the best example of internationalism. It has learned from so many countries, but it has developed its own unique character. So that is the Guru mantra for us, that we need to learn from all countries and we need to develop our wisdom which will serve our purpose. Sharma ji talked about wisdom, and wisdom is important because generally we are confronted with data and we are not able to transform data into information. And if we are able to do that, we are not able to transform information into knowledge. And if we are able to do that, we are not able to transform knowledge into wisdom. So that is the task before us. And he beautifully summarized it for humanity, that I need to blossom, but I need to blossom with others. I think that is the greatest piece of wisdom for humanity. When we forget that, then we work against ourselves. Dear students, this is a great opportunity for you to participate and to learn. I was also, very carefully listening to Sharma ji, and sir, whatever you have said, beautifully, all these lessons are incorporated in new education policy. And at Nirma University, we are working very hard to implement new education policy where there is a focus on multicultural competence, global collaboration, global citizenship, internship, empathy, cross-disciplinary education, so on and so forth. And I'm sure that when you interact with us next time, we would be definitely a bit better than what we are today. So I'd like to conclude my speech with a piece of wisdom for my dear students, and that is good, better, best, but let us not rest till good become better and better becomes best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Now, I would request Shri K Patel, sir, to address the audience.
Hello, good morning, everybody, and namaste to all. Respected our chief guest, Shri Sharma Saab, all honorable speakers, my colleague Dr. Singh, Dr. Madhuri Ben, our respected faculties, and my dear all students. We love you all, and being as a Nirma Parivar, we welcome you all here. At the very outset, I would like to congratulate the Institute of Law, Nirma University, for hosting the International Teaching Month successfully over the past year. I am of the firm belief that the success of any university depends on the ability to forge the strategic alliance with global international partners. This helped the student to have the better understanding for global ideas and perspective. We at Nirma University aim to groom our students to take up the job, jurisdictional practices, and entrepreneurship around the globe. We focus on the global outlook of our students, nurturing them with the knowledge and value which derive authority globally and are relevant locally. And this is the initiative of organizing International Teaching Month is a step toward achieving the aim of our student. By organizing the International Teaching Month, we have seen not only a positive impact on the academic growth of our students, but also in the professional career, wherein they have taken up the internship, the job through the collaboration they have built under the internalization. Because of the initiative, the faculty of the institute have also researched jointly and with their colleagues and university across the globe and have been invited to deliver the lecture. I extend my best wishes to the student, faculty members, and honorable speakers for the fruitful conduction of International Teaching Month 2022. Thanking you very much and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for encouraging us to always bring the best in ourselves. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Now, I would like to invite Professor Shreya Srivastava ma'am to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Nandini. I would like to take this opportunity to express my profound gratitude to our chief guest, Mr. Vivek Narayan Sharma, for accepting our invitation and for enlightening our audience on internationalization and its significance on law teaching. You have highlighted important aspects like helping each other grow, introspection, and discipline, which should form the core values of our lives. And the suggestions you have given is something that we will try and incorporate in our teaching and learning processes. I sincerely thank Shri K Patel, Vice President, Nirma University, and Dr. Anu K Singh, Director General, Nirma University, for being an inspiration and providing their constant guidance and support for this effort of internationalization at ILNU. Dr. Singh's encouragement to the students is worth noting, and it is equally applicable to all of us. Thank you, sir. I would also like to express my profound thanks to Director and Dean, Institute of Law, Dr. Madhuri Parikh, for providing vision to this year's International Teaching Month. Thank you, ma'am. This note of gratitude will be incomplete without thanking Dr. Purvi Pokhariyal, presently Dean, School of Law, National Forensic Sciences University, and a beloved member of the ILNU family, who has nurtured and brought International Teaching Month on the pedestal that it stands today. A program of this magnitude is incomplete without the administrative and technical support. The Assistant Registrar, Mr. Ramesh, and his office, Mr. Digant, have worked endlessly for the program. Mr. Fayaz Sheikh from the Director's Office has worked tirelessly and efficiently managed all communications. I would like to thank all of them, without whom this program would not have been possible. The student team headed by Ms. Nandini Goyal, President NILSA, Mr. Abhishek Sadhwani and Ms. Geetika Khandelwal have been pillars of this program, and their endless work and burning of the midnight lamp is worth mentioning here. Finally, I would like to thank all of my colleagues and all the students for their support and their collaboration. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you. So, Shreya, should we conclude?
A very good day to all of you.
Thank you, Vivek ji, and we look forward to meet you on the campus.
Surely, it would be a pleasure. Bye, sir. Bye, Patel, sir.
Thank you, sir.